My name is Herbert Williams Jr., and I was a naval postal clerk, which is the needful one. In my first cruise, we went overseas to, we stopped in Hawaii, and from there, we took on provisions and stuff like that, and we left there. We went to Nakuska. From Nakuska, we went to Vietnam. This was in '64 when they first fired on the two destroyers over there. And we went up in the Gulf of Tonkin, and we were there for about 35, 40 days. And that was the longest that I had, been out to sea. And on the way overseas, they were showing us pictures of what to, not to get involved with the women over there and this and that and the other. So I said I wasn't going to do that, I wasn't going to bother with the women. But that didn't last long. So after we had been out to sea about 35, maybe 40 days, and down in the coast of Vietnam, and the Gulf of Tonkin, we went back into the Philippines, and I enjoyed myself, and then we went back online. My job at the time was, like I said, I was in the gun turret in the magazine where they would we pass up ammunition for the 5 inches, and it wasn't that bad. It was down there for 4 hours, maybe 4 hours on watch, 4 hours off. We always had good food to eat, we always was able to sleep pretty good, other than hearing the shells go off and stuff like that. So it wasn't that bad. We stayed over there for a year, and we finally ended up coming back in '65. Yeah, but I mean it was okay going over in typhoons and stuff like that. Man, that was rough. Then standing up, being up there where the helm is, and you stay in the ship, you're getting these different coordinates from the officer of the day, telling him what course to turn to, and you turn into it, and then you're watching the ship. The bow goes down, you don't think it's gonna ever come back up. That's a hell of a high fear. And you stay in the ship, oh man. And then when it comes back up, and then it'll go this way and go this way and then go back down again. I said, oh Lord, I'm gonna die up here. Stay in this ship. And then when you're on the back of the ship and you're trying to sleep, you have to strap yourself in. Because if you didn't, you'd be on the floor. Because that's where I slept at, on the fantail of the ship. And when the back end would come out of the water, the screws would be turning and the whole back end would be shaking like that. So you had to kind of like you had to strap yourself in the bunk in order to stay there, during the course of the night. I guess, being in rough seas, you have to learn how to get what they call your sea legs. Ship to this way, you got to learn how to walk, going through the hatches and all that stuff. So that was a learning experience. I got seasick one time, and it just made me oozy. I didn't throw up anything like that, but I didn't have the appetite to eat a lot, That was the first one. Then after that, the next time we went through one, I was okay. Sometimes on our way over, we stop and have a swim call in the middle of the ocean. And I never jump over. They'd have Marines and stuff in boats sitting around while we were swimming with guns in case the sharks would come up or something like that. But I didn't take that chance. I just walked around the ship with my swim trunks and my towel around my shoulder and just watch folks, But I mean, it was fun. And I mean, one of the reasons I didn't go was I saw too much stuff in the ocean, And they had giant jellyfish, man. If they sting you, you're in big trouble, partner. So then they got sharks in the water, all kinds of different things that can eat you up. And I said, I'll stay up here. And the guys used to drop off the main deck down into the water. I ain't doing that. So I mean, it was kind of hairy and scary especially the first time. And it took a while to get adjusted. You never really get adjusted to it, but you could tolerate it, because I felt pretty much secure that I wasn't gonna have to worry about, think about getting killed and nothing like that. I mean, it came to mind sometime, but I always managed to wake up every day. So I was able to deal with it.